finance. That's what's useful about the committee. Member resignation from the District Plan Review Committee. I'll move the staff recommendations. Do I have a seconder? Tim, is there any discussion? Yanni?
Well, just to say, unfortunately, this has continued to conflict with CCHL. So, and also I did raise concern at the time that when we reconstituted this committee around the desire to be on it, I gave it a go, but have decided that it's just not, from my point of view, a constructive use of time. So thank you to the committee members that are remaining and the work that they're doing. I just felt it was best to resign from it given the conflict with CCHL and also just the personal frustration I had around some of the processes, hence the reason for the resignation. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, look, I'll take the opportunity to thank you, Yanni, for your contribution to the committee. There is no question about your desire to see a good outcome in terms of the district plan, and also an absolute commitment on some of those issues around heritage, around trees, around Hagley Park and its status, so and about key activity centres and developments that we see encroaching on residential areas. So you've been absolutely consistent in your desire to see the best outcome for the city, and your knowledge and experience obviously exceeds mine in this space quite considerably, and I've really valued having you on the committee. So it is sad to receive and accept your resignation, but I actually do understand why, and I think that when we take up these roles and we find ourselves in a challenging environment with central government having quite a considerable say over how planning rules will be applied in a post-disaster environment. I think that if I've learnt one lesson that I'd like to share with anyone else that goes through our experience is don't try and completely review your district plan, and don't try and merge two different district plans together and turn them into an electronic database all at once in a truncated period of time. The pressure that it has put on our organisation has been extraordinary, and extraordinary in a negative way. It's burned a lot of people out actually, and I think that the process, even though the very first chapter that we received back from the independent hearings panel had this commitment to it being a people's plan, I think that the process has actually meant that the people have felt quite absent and quite distant from the discussions about how that district plan will look and how their neighbourhoods will feel. So I for one, and I know I speak for councillors generally, have really appreciated the effort that you've put into it. We'll carry on in the process that we have, and there's nothing that we can do to change the process now, but what we can do is learn lessons from it and share those with anyone else who's gone through our experience. So thank you very much for all that you've done. So I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. That's carried.